If God is about to change your life, the first sign is not comfort, it is preparation. And preparation often feels like silence, waiting, and battles that no one else understands. My dear child, many people pray for miracles, yet very few are ready for what happens before a miracle arrives. They ask God to open a new door, but when the old one closes, they become afraid. They ask for blessings, but when life becomes difficult, they think God has abandoned them. I tell you today, do not mistake God's silence for God's absence. When heaven is preparing something great for your life, your faith is tested before your eyes ever see the blessing. God does not build weak foundations for great destinies. He first strengthens the soul that will carry His gifts. The delay you are experiencing may not be punishment. It may be divine protection. There are moments when you feel that every prayer disappears into the sky. You kneel, you cry, you wait, and nothing seems to change. But remember this: God hears every prayer the moment it leaves your heart. The answer simply arrives at the perfect time, not according to human impatience, but according to divine wisdom. Do not measure God's love by how quickly He answers. Measure it by how faithfully He walks beside you during the waiting. Every tear offered with trust becomes a silent prayer before heaven. The enemy always becomes louder when God is about to bless you. Doubts increase. Fear whispers that nothing will ever change. Unexpected problems appear. Relationships may become difficult. Opportunities may seem to disappear. Yet these storms do not always mean defeat. Sometimes they are signs that your breakthrough is near. Darkness often becomes deepest just before dawn. Do not surrender, because the battle has become difficult. The greatest victories belong to those who remain faithful when they cannot see the outcome. Learn to trust God even when your emotions tell you otherwise. Faith is not the absence of fear. Faith is choosing to believe despite fear. Every saint has walked through nights where nothing made sense. Yet they continued because they trusted the one who sees beyond time. Perhaps today you are carrying a burden that no one understands. You smile before others while your heart quietly aches. Offer that pain to Christ. Nothing surrendered to Him is ever wasted. Even suffering, when united with love, becomes a path toward holiness and strength. Remember also that God rarely sends blessings only for your comfort. He blesses you so that through your life others may discover hope. The gift He is preparing is larger than your own happiness. It may become an answer to someone else's prayer. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" begin asking, "Lord, what are you teaching me through this?" That simple change transforms suffering into wisdom and waiting into spiritual growth. Stay close to prayer. Stay close to forgiveness. Stay close to humility. A heart filled with resentment cannot fully receive the peace that God desires to give. Release those who have wounded you. Forgiveness does not excuse their actions. It frees your own soul. Never forget that God's greatest miracle is not merely changing your circumstances. His greatest miracle is transforming your heart until fear becomes courage, bitterness becomes compassion, and anxiety becomes unshakable peace. If you have encountered these words today, perhaps it is not by accident. Perhaps God is reminding you not to quit. Continue praying even when you feel weak. Continue believing even when you cannot yet see. Continue loving even when the world seems cold. The blessing God has prepared for you will arrive at the appointed time. And when it does, you will understand why every delay, every disappointment, and every unanswered question was part of a greater plan that only heaven could see. Hold firmly to your faith, for God never abandons those who place their trust completely in Him.